Good afternoon again. This is Henry from ASM Tutoring. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon in sunny California. Once again, I will attempt to serve as your wise old sensei. Today, I'd like to discuss how to use the linear regression tool in the Desmos online graphing calculator. Those of you who ever struggled to draw a regression line, you're going to love this one. All right, so let's head over to desmos.com. So let's start with a clean line. Let's say y equals 2x plus 3. This is a nice, neat, clean line and will almost never occur in reality with your data, but it's a good starting point. Now, let's add a table, and we'll pick xy points. So, we can pick the point 0, 3, and we'll mix it up a little. We'll make it noisy data, 0.15 and 2.97, right? And then what's another point? Let's take a look here. So let's make 0.95, 0.95, 4.83. Another noisy data point. Let's pick a line back here. So let's say negative 1.39, 0.19, right? And let's pick a few more points. Let's say, how about this one? What's this point? So I'll make this a noisy data point. Let's call it negative 1.98, negative 0.85. Let's pick another point further down here. Let's see, what is this point? So let's make it negative 3.53 and negative 4.12. Right, so that's 5 sort of noisy data points, some above, some below the ideal line that we created. We could do more points, but to keep this lesson short, I'll just pick 5 points to demonstrate how to do this. So let's say this is your set of data, x and y values, and you want to plot a linear regression line. Add regression. It's already defaulted to linear regression. We could choose different types of regression like cubic or quadratic or exponential, but since we're using a line as our starting point, we'll use linear regression. That's commonly used anyway. Now, this equation here, y equals 1.95835x plus 2.87568, is the line of best fit for the noisy data points that I generated, basing it off of this line up here, y equals 2x plus 3. You can see it's very close because I based it off this idealized line to get these noisy data points, and then from these noisy data points, Desmos calculated for me this line of best fit. This is an equation, a line that predicts what the next point should be from these set of 5 points. So for example, if I wanted to predict what y should be when, suppose, x is 5, in this equation I would plug into 5, run the numbers, and I would get a y value, and that would be the predicted value extrapolating from this set of data in this chart. And that's how to plot a regression line using Desmos. Much easier than plotting it by hand. Let the computer do the hard work for you. It will show you the r squared value, which is a rough measure of how well x predicts y. You can see a plot of the residuals if you want, right? You can see all these residuals, but this does the tedious math for you if you've got data points and you want to get a regression line and residuals. So you could extend this, for example, to 10, 20, 100 data points if you wanted to. If maybe you were taking survey data from a sample of a large population, whatever, use your imagination. Of course, functions like this are available in other software packages. I think it might be available in spreadsheets like Excel. I'm not sure. If it is, I don't know how to do it in Excel. There's probably a way you could find online. And there's other statistical software packages that can do similar calculations. Desmos is commonly available to everyone though, so that's why I demonstrated how to do this with Desmos today for your viewing enjoyment. And I hope this helps those of you studying statistics or data analysis to make better sense of your data without tedious hand calculations. This concludes today's lesson. If you'd like to learn more, I'm available for hire as a private tutor. Let me show you my website. So here's my website, astemtutoring.com. The first 1 hour lesson is free for all new students. You can schedule a lesson with this schedule lesson button right here. And as a thank you for watching all the way to the end of today's lesson, when you contact me for your first try lesson, please mention the code FREEBOOK. And at our first lesson, I will give you a free copy of my book, Smart Suggestions for Student Success. This book is also available for purchase on the Barnes & Noble website. I wrote this in an attempt to provide wisdom and guidance to help students, and particularly high school and college students, to succeed in school, in work, and in life. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.